So the high school I graduated from was John C. Fremont High School. And considering society thinks people are products of the environment, like graduating from high school was very monumental in my world, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I missed so much school. Like, I'm disciplined. I'm quite sure I have average intelligence, right? But very disciplined and driven to figure things out.
So did you make good grades in all 4 of those schools?
Yeah.
Were you a scholarly student? What kind of student were you?
Yeah, so about that. In junior high school, I was in a magnet school. And then in 10th grade, so junior high school was grades 7th, 8th, and 9th, traditional junior high school. And then high school was 10th, 11th, and 12th. But in 10th grade, I was in academically enriched classes. So I was studying Aristotle and Shakespeare and David Thoreau. But the experiences and the moving, like I was missing all these gaps, and so it wasn't that I didn't have the capacity, I just wasn't at school, or if I was physically there, I was checked out.
So you weren't exposed to the curriculum, so you didn't.
I didn't know
have
it.
The basics.
Yeah, and so it was average student. Started off with 5 GPA, 3.4, then it dropped down all, I think I graduated with maybe like a 2.5, 2.8. And you can see the changes in my attendance and things like that. So I graduated average when I went to junior college, and because no one really in my family been in college, right. People in the schools were telling me to apply to a lot of the Cal States, because there's like this whole Cal State system in LA. And so I had people pushing me, but there was really no like, this is really possible. Can I really do this? Can I really do that? So I went to LACC, transferred to LA Southwest because it was a long commute. And I used to get up at 3 in the morning to get to bus stop by 3:45 to get the track practice at 6 a.m.
Oh my gosh, girl.
Yeah, so it was just a lot of different things going on. And my coworker told me about Fisk, and I applied because there was this thing just kept nagging at me. I knew I had to finish school to be a teacher. Like, I wanted to be a teacher. That's what I wanted to do. And I applied to Fisk, and I got accepted.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were in junior college at that point, or you had graduated from junior college?
No, I didn't finish junior college. Okay. I did like 2 semesters. So I did a semester at LACC, LA City College, and then I transferred to LA Southwest and completed a semester there and transferred to Fisk. And I didn't start college until I was 21.
Wow. Okay. So had all of the abuse happened prior to you starting college?
Yes, all of the abuse. Yeah.
Yeah, and what is so interesting to me is you just kept going. Like, what are the people in your life around you doing? Because poverty is such a cycle,
mm-hmm.
you know, and it's hard to get out of. Mm-hmm. What made you not? What made you different? What were the people doing around you, and what made you different?
Well, a couple things. It was just kind of like common sense to me. It was, I wasn't the girl who hung out in the neighborhood, with the gang members or the drug mm-hmm. dealers. I am, kind of like I can't fight. Like I tell people now, I've never been in a fight before. Contrary to popular belief, all I can do is bite and play dead. That's all I got. So
well, and you're a petite person too.
Yeah,
so it probably won't go in well for
at
you.
all. So if we go somewhere and you want to get into a fight, all I got is my teeth and playing dead. So which one you want me to do? So, and then just thinking like, I don't want to go to jail, so I'm not going to do anything to go to jail. I don't like the fact that sometimes we don't have electricity. We do have electricity. We don't have hot water. I don't like the fact that I have 3 outfits, or I don't have money for, feminine products, and I have to make tampons and like all of those things. Right. It was kind of like, I don't like this. And so I have to do something the polar opposite. And I just kept going and kept going. And in high school, education wasn't that. It wasn't really valued. My mom didn't make us go to school, mm-hmm. and she struggled with her own things. She was addicted to love. And she was 15 years old when I was born and had 3 kids before she was 18 and 6 by the time she was 30. So she was dealing with her own, arrested development. And so my siblings didn't have to go to school. She didn't make me go to school, but it was something that I knew I didn't like my current reality. So I would just get up when everyone else was asleep and go to school.
Did you see education as your way out, or do you think it just happened for you that way? Like, were you consciously thinking, this could be the ticket to what I want to be able to do something different?
To teach. So it wasn't to teach. Like I
So you knew you wanted to teach even in high school? Okay.
Well, at as young as 7 or 8, we played school.
Awesome.
And, let me correct. We only played when I could be the teacher. So
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
If I couldn't be the teacher, like my mom would go to the 99-cent store, and I was buying like notebooks and pencils, not for school, but for my play school. And my cousin Bianca and I used to play school, and then she wanted to be a writer for a Lifetime, and so we would write out our Lifetime stories.
Aww.
And but we played school, and I was writing curriculum as early as 7 or 8, and so I knew education was going to get me to be a teacher. So I never dreamt of being a professor or
an at-risk coordinator.
That wasn't it. So even people around me, and my grandmother even said this is when I missed the bus. I missed the bus, and I had to call my grandmother to come pick me up. And I was sitting in the car, and I hated the fact that I had to call her because it was late. But it was too late for me to walk. And she calls me Sherry. She said, Sherry, may I ask you a question? I said, yes, grandmother. Why do you try so hard?
Wow.
And that rocks me because here it is, you're my grandmother. You know the reality that I live in. And you're asking me, why do I?
In other words, you could just go in and go back to bed.
Yeah.
Forget about it today.
Yeah. And so even this was like 20 years ago when she asked me this question, but she remembers it. We talk about it, and she's like not ashamed that she asked me that, but she knows that like I had this drive. Like I would go and look for a job. Where are you going? Get a job? I'll come back with 2. Because it was just this intrinsic motivation of I can't live like this. And so I think it was a combination between His Eyes on a Sparrow and Jay-Z's This Can't Be Life.
Right.
Yeah, so it was like
That is the best.
you know what I mean?
You should match that.
Yes. It can't be life. It's got to be more. His Eyes on a Sparrow. Oh, I know he watches me. So it was like all these contrasts, like oxymorons going on in my life the whole time. But it was I gotta get there. And even in 2019, I don't know where there is.
Right.
But
you just feel like there's always somewhere else. There's another destination.
Yes.
So you applied